All right, you guys, welcome back to Where the Doctor Travels. Today, we're going to talk about how to save your sensitive skin and to keep it safe while you're on vacation. Me and my cruise roomie had quite a number of adventures when it came to skin. So, I'm going to share the stories and give my 5 tips for how to have some great skin while you're on vacation. All right, so rule number 1 is no new friends. When it comes to skin sensitivity, no new friends means if you don't know what's in something and you're not sure or you think it might cause a reaction, we're not trying new things in order to risk finding that out. Skin sensitivity is similar to having an allergy, so you really want to be careful when you don't know what's in something. For instance, on my last cruise, they had these collectible charm bracelets through the jewelry store that you also got champagne when you came to come pick them up. Listen to a little presentation, but whatever, you get your free charm bracelet and your free champagne. So went and collected a number of those, and the charms on the charm bracelets are metal. I asked multiple staff members what the type of metal is, explain the skin sensitivity. They don't know what's in it. They pointed out it was free, so not to expect particularly fine metal, but they can't tell me what's in it. So I'm not wearing them. I've collected them. I'll keep them for the memories, but I will not be wearing these metal charms that are going to end up breaking me out more than likely, knowing my past experience. So for those reasons, they will be there for the looks, but I will not have any new friends in my charm bracelets. Rule number 2. If you would choose to ignore rule number 1, not sure why, then at least make sure to ask for the ingredients, similar to what I did in my example from rule number 1. The reason being is, if you have any type of sensitivity or allergy, at least you can find out if something is more likely to test out or aggravate that sensitivity. So for instance, my roommate and I on the ship went to the spa on the boat for a pepper party. It was free. My favorite price is free $99. But we went, and I've been on a pamper party before on a previous cruise, and I've been to a spa before, and usually things are a little bit hyperallergenic, or they at least warn you before, so I felt safer trying that out than some other things. And honestly, I was fine. I had no issues with any of the products. My roomie, on the other hand, who is not used to having skin sensitivities, I knew we had to go when she asked if the product was supposed to burn. So as we're about to book it out of the spa, I stop and ask a staff member if they knew what the ingredients were in the products, trying to figure out why my roommate is having this reaction. They didn't know all of the ingredients, but they did know that there was an algae that was included in the products. It was kind of the selling point. My cruise roommate was allergic to seafood. Not just shellfish. If it comes from the sea, she can't eat it. And so we are pretty sure that the seafood allergy is not just for what she eats. So now she knows not to try things with algae in it and put that on her face. However, without at least knowing, or if we had at least considered that that food allergy might transfer it over to other types of reactions, we could have been a little bit safer. So if you insist on trying new things, please make sure to at least ask if you know you have any sensitivities or allergies. All right, so rule number 3 is, just because something says it's all natural does not mean it's safe for sensitive skin. Those are 2 different things. So for instance, nickel is on the periodic table. It occurs naturally. I can't mess with it. In my last example, my roomie found out that the algae that goes into these products, although it came straight from the ocean, that is actually what made it probably unsafe for her. In this example, I tried a seasickness patch, and it was all natural, herb based, and I tried it out because I didn't want to have to take the medication for seasickness. But by the third day, I just had to live with the rocking because that patch had bumps all down my neck on the side where the patch was. I don't know what I reacted to, but I know that 4 days after I stopped wearing the patch, the bumps were still there. So whatever that was, my skin didn't like that all natural herb. So in the future, I'll either test things out before I try doing it on vacation, at least for a short period of time, or go back to rule number 1 of no new friends. If I've never tried it, I won't do it. I did luckily find out that I am actually not prone to seasickness very much because I was able to survive the rest of the trip without taking the patch or any pills. Rule number 4, sunscreen. That's the entire rule. Wear the sunscreen. Put it on. Put on something. There's different ideas about how much SPF, how often to wear the sunscreen. I know that you've probably never had a sunburn. You've got skin that doesn't burn. You'll be fine. I didn't have my first sunburn until I went to Costa Rica and hung out on the beach. My cruise roomie didn't have her first sunburn until our last cruise when we went to Cuba. Wear the sunscreen. It's always someone's first time. That was our first times or our last times because neither one of us ever went without sunscreen again in a place that we thought that it would be aggravated. So rule number 4 is sunscreen. Rule number 5, maintain your good habits. If you have a skincare routine that works for you, it kind of goes back to rule number 1. Keep up what you already know is working. If you have certain products that you use, bring them along with you. You can get a little travel size bottle like this and pour the products right in there. And that way you can continue doing what you know works for your sensitive skin. You don't want to end up having a breakout or a reaction because you stopped doing something that you knew worked for you. So keep your skin cute while you're on vacation by keeping up your positive routines as much as possible. Thank you for joining us on this adventure and learning with us, or learning from my roomie and I and our adventures that we had on my last cruise. Looking forward to sharing some tips in the future. Feel free to like and subscribe if you found the information useful. If you have any topics that you have questions about, put it in the comments. We're happy to try to see what we can help you learn more about along the way so that you can have the greatest adventure that you can enjoy.